Today we are going to paint the value section of my color wheel. Now, what I do in red, I don't want you to write, but it's for information. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 values of color wheel. This one's going to be medium, and this one's going to be light, and this one's going to be dark. Okay, so don't write the red. It's just for your needs. Now, using tempera paint, using the Better Tempera paint from Blix. So I have my tempera colors here. So I have blues, white, have blue, white, and black because they're values. Values are lights and darks of the colors. Now, while my blue's uninterrupted, I'm gonna paint in. I'm gonna get a little bit on my brush, keep it like wipe off the bottom, keep it like a little spoon, and paint that section in. Go around the edge. And then fill in the inside. Now my goal is to be neat. This is a project, like a worksheet. It's not loose painting. It's learning how to control the tempera paint. So staying in the squares is very important. Okay, so now I have that. So now I'm going to work from my lightest up. Always add white light to, always add the dark to the light. Always put the dark color into the light. So I'm just going to even use the little bit that's on my brush and mix it up. Remember, I clean off my brush. And paint this section here. That'll be my lightest one. Now, I have my lightest one made. Add a little more blue into it, so I'm going to pick it up. Insert here. I don't need to go back and wash my brush out because I'm just going darker, a little darker. You can always make it darker so it's easier. I'd always go to the lighter side because you can always add the blue to it. Now you can use blue or red, and I'm using blue in this one, but you can use blue or red. Yellow looks really funny. See, that's a step. I'm going to give it a little more blue. If we had more steps, I could use that blue. It is darker. There we go. I don't want to get it too much. Let's try my new little thing here. Nope, it don't want to work. Okay, so okay, so there's that. So now I need to add more blue into this. There's not a formula you may need if you do it using red. It may be a little different. Yellow, like I said, yellow is a little difficult because it's such a light color. And when we go to the black, it makes a funny color. When we get into the color wheel, you'll see what I'm talking about. And remember, water-based paints tend to dry lighter than those. See, remember I'm going on the outside, and then I fill in. So there's that. So light to medium. Now, I need to wash my brush out because I do not want to add white to the blacks because that will tone it or turn it gray. I want a straight value change without graying down the color. Okay? So I wash my brush off really well. But we're going to do the same thing. Remember now, the blue is the lighter color, not the white, not the black. So the blue's the lighter color. So now, here's my blue. I can push some over here. Okay, so I'm going to add a little black. If you notice, I ended up with too much white. See, it's way too strong already. So, just a touch of black. Just a touch of it. To darken it up, and you'll see. Just a touch. That was way too dark, so I even moved it over to here. If you look at my brush, I got it all yucked up. I need to get it back into control. And I'm not wetting it because tempera paint does not need to, water does not need to be added to tempera paints. It makes it translucent and watery. Some applications in tempera paint may need that, but not this. We want it nice, flat, and opaque. Okay, so now I'm going to add some more black to that. There we go, that black blue. Oops, I made a boo-boo. That's what we don't want. Looks really dark. I might have to let it dry and see what happens. Okay, so since we're here, let's get this really dark. I might even throw a little more black into it to really make it dark. But there's a blue in the black, so that way, don't think of colors as black or white. Think of it's so dark blue that we just call it black, or so dark red we call it black. Okay, they look really close, but remember what it says, as things dry, they are, get a little lighter. Okay, so there it is. You can start to see as it dries, it goes from the middle blue, the bottle blue, to a little darker to a little darker to that. And then it progresses. So I have a value scale in blue created for this lesson. The next lesson we're going to move to is the color wheel, and then we'll do the intensity scale.